Hey, what's up everybody? Zach is back with another Journey to $1 Million. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go ahead and jump right into what we've been talking about recently and some of the picks that we've been making, and hopefully you've been following along on the Twitter. So if you're not, go ahead and hit up the link in the description. And while you're down there, go ahead and give this video a big old like, a big old thumbs up, because that's really helping grow this channel. We're still small right now, but we're growing very fast. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Well, currently some of our picks. MVIS was up 21% today, CCIV up 29%, STPK up 20.7%, and the Pershing is up 9%, which is still in the rumor stage, but nevertheless, that one is going pretty well for us. So if you've been following along on Twitter, and if you've subscribed to this blog, which the way you do that is go to the bottom of the page and put in your email address, and you will get the notifications whenever there is a new write-up posted. So just keep that in mind, guys, if you want to go ahead and do that. But nevertheless, these have been going pretty well for us. Let's take a look at some of them. CCIV, which I think it's already blown through our target. Our target was around 50 for this one. But yeah, it's blown to our target today. And that's about all for us. I mean, if you're still in this position, I would consider taking profits, at least dollar cost average the profits. And try to get out of this because it might pull back, or once there is an actual merger confirmed and they go through with it, maybe it's already priced in. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it pulls back a little bit, so I'd probably go ahead and get out of it. I mean, it's actually up 31% in the market hours, but after hours it pulled back a little bit, but nevertheless, I mean, it's gone up there. And let's see, another one called out was Star Peak Energy. So let's take a look at that. And I see some of my followers got into that. And if you're making gains from my picks, go ahead and send me the screenshot of how many gains you're making, and then I will post it on the Wall of Fame in the Discord server. So if you guys are not already members of the Discord server, please go ahead and look at the link in the description. You can join our Discord if you're already on it. And if you're not, you might consider downloading Discord, because we have a lot of good conversations there, and those are usually the first people in the server that are going to know about some updates concerning pro stock advice and myself. And also we have the VIP section, which is totally free, but it's for my original followers, my OGs that get priority in for me answering the questions there. So if you have any really important questions that you need answers, ask them in the VIP section. But moving on, Star Peak Energy, we were calling this out down here, and you see it's just been going up pretty hugely. And but hey, hopefully you guys are taking consistent profits along the way up, because we are. Usually do about 25, 50, 100%, and we'll let one run, but we'll trim them. We'll trim it down a little bit, take the capital, and invest it in some other tasty stocks. But here's this SPAC. It's managed by Ackman, so this one is going to be really hot. But this one's gapped up so much. So we were thinking about buying it down here, and it never got down there quite, but some of you guys were dollar cost averaging like we had said on this one, because overall this one is going to be really popular. Could go up $40. I wouldn't be very surprised. Possibly even more, just because of Bill Ackman is managing it. But nevertheless, today the S&P was actually down just a hair. NASDAQ was down a little bit, and Dow Jones was up. Pretty flat overall. I was down actually around $5,800 today, which is not a very big deal. And some of the things that pulled back in my portfolio was Tesla pulled back again, actually. So I need to consider that, because I'm running a wheel strategy on the Tesla, so I'm holding quite a lot of it right now. So I need to go ahead and consider this, maybe trim the Tesla eventually. We'll see what's going on. But also the ARC ETFs, they almost pulled back across the board. So tomorrow we're going to be really interested in getting into some leaps in the ARC. We picked one up on ARC-G today. So you can see we got the one on ARC-G, the 95 December. Well, it's not quite a leap, but it's 300-day sell expiration. So we picked that up. We took a profit on our Lithium Americas, and we got a lemonade vertical spread. So all good stuff. We had a live stream last night, and we were talking about lemonade and how awesome I think it is. So if you haven't seen the live stream, go ahead and go back on my YouTube and check that out. Maybe play it at 1.5, 2x speed, just so you can absorb as much into your brain as possible. But anyways, the ones that we had put in yesterday that did not get filled were the Tesla selling the covered call, the Solo selling a covered call, and then a SPY leaps, and a net midterm. So those did not get filled. So we'll reevaluate that tomorrow and possibly get into some more ARC and possibly a QQQ, maybe a QQQ leaps. I think it could be interesting overall because those did pull back a little bit. And anyways, here are my current open positions, and this is active as of February 16th. So totally we're up about 3,600 the last week or two. And I mean, that's realized profits. We still have a bunch of unrealized right now, and basically everything in our portfolio is going pretty well beside the Apple and the SPE, which Apple, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to go ahead and roll that. So let's take a look at it, but we have an April 16th as well as a leap on this. But it's broken my support, not so much, so we'll see what's going on tomorrow, but probably just to give myself extra time, I might roll it out until, well, I've got it on April, I might roll it out till May or June, to be honest with you. So we'll have to look into the numbers and see what makes sense for us, but just to keep you guys updated on that. The SBE, we'll keep watching it, but anyways, you guys can take a look at that. And anyways, here we go, adding the new ones to the watch list. The first one I'm going to go ahead and add, and it's going to be Nano Dimension Ltd. Now this one we talked about in live stream, and I first mentioned this on the Discord, so it's really important if you guys join the Discord, you can get the what's up as soon as possible before any other people. But anyways, this is an electronic provider in the tech sector. They have 3D printing. And it's based in Israel, actually. So in NDM, they just had a secondary offering of $500 million at an 18% discount. Now, why is this important to you? It's important because the price just dropped off the face of the earth pretty much. So I was waiting to see how low this was going to go, actually. And it dropped a little bit, so it's kind of in my buy zone-ish. I would like to see if it's going to hold this weak support or if it's going to drop down to the stronger support. I would be interested to see about that tomorrow. So we'll know. But in the after hours, it's going up a decent amount. So we'll see. So it seems like it's going to hold this support. So we will try to pick up some positions in this because overall I'm pretty bullish on this one. But yeah, I set my price target at 25. I'm going to go ahead and start taking profits around 22, 25 if we're in the commons. Entry, try to get it less than 15, which it is right now. So I would just dollar cost average it, maybe even dollar cost all the way down to that stronger support. Risk is a 4. I don't feel like this one is all that risky, although it does have a risk of falling a little bit further. So I went ahead and put 2 potential moves here on my technical analysis graph and a time frame of 2 to 4 months. Anyways, that one's pretty simple. It's a big discount right now. So see if we can pick up some cheap positions pretty much. That's all. And then the next one and the last one that I would like to put on the watch list is ACIC. Now this is an Atlas Crest, which is technically a SPAC, an SPAC that is trying to and will merge with Archer Aircraft, which is a flying taxi manufacturer, basically flying vehicles, flying taxis, and they are set to merge in the second quarter of this year. So in my opinion, the flying vehicles and flying taxis are the future. There's actually some, it's getting decently popular, and especially there's a increased demand in the delivery sector, and also notably United Airlines has put in a $1 billion order for these aircraft already, for Archer aircrafts. So it will officially go public by merging with Atlas Crest, the SPAC. And anyway, so remember guys, ACIC, this could be a very interesting SPAC to put some money in. I wouldn't take so much risk, but this one, I always put risk at 5 for SPACs because they are a lot more risky because most are based on rumors. But this one seems to be doing pretty well. And it's already up to $14 right now, I should mention. But I didn't do a technical analysis because it was just flat at $10 and then it just jumped up. But I will go ahead and show you guys. In case you want to know, but this is Atlas Crest. It was up 18% yesterday, especially in after hours. It went up quite a lot. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one, but as you can see, this could be pretty interesting. So it's already up to $16 actually. But I think it could go 20 very, very easily. I gave it 2 to 5 months just because that's how long the merger is supposed to take place. That's how far out we are. Because it can always dip down, and then we could buy some more. And who knows, maybe it will blow past my $20 target price, but I'm just being a little bit conservative because this is a SPAC after all. But I do think this is the future, and I think that the flying taxis could totally replace helicopters in the next 10 years. I don't think that's all that crazy, but you guys go ahead and search this up on the Google, and you can see some videos, but it's really interesting. It's really interesting to even just think about how the future is going to change in our lifetime. But I think this could be a very interesting one. All right. And then the notable mentions today is going to be Palantir. This one also dropped off the face of the earth, and it's down like 12% today, and mostly because of the social justice warriors. They have some controversial customers, to say the least. So I mean, that's what the internet is talking about. The true reason why this is falling off the face of the earth is a little bit unknown. It could be earnings. It also could be this social justice stuff. And since we're living in an era of political correctness and social justice, it's no wonder that this has affected the price so much. But that's okay because this is still an ARK baby, and I'm still bullish overall on this one. And we had a buy zone down. We had a buy zone here, and it actually went up almost to our target already before it's pulled back more. So hopefully you guys remember, stack those profits, 25, 50, 100%. I really do think that would be the best thing because you never know. Things can change like this and just tanks. So if you didn't take the profits already, I mean, you're probably hurting right now. But hopefully you did, guys. Hopefully you're listening to my advice from prostockadvice.com. But anyways, I put an entry. I changed my entry to $25 now because it has dropped so much. Risk of 5 because this is still a little bit unknown because of the political correctness thing. Who knows what they're going to do? But I gave it a time frame of 2 to 4 months just to be conservative. I think could be interesting area to start buying. This one up, dollar cost averaging yourself into a position. Probably midterm options would be interesting for me. You could also get 100 shares if you can afford it and start selling covered calls, because if you get 100, sell some puts for, I don't know, let's take a look at it, but it could be interesting if you can afford it. That's not right. Palantir, it's $27 already. Let's see, we could do 3 days out put. We could get a cost basis 28, 1.1 discount. So what's that, like 26.2, 26.15. So it could be interesting getting down that cheaper. I wish we could get a little bit more cheap than that. We could even do a 27.5 or 27. Try to get lower if it pulls back, which it might. So just keep that in mind, but you could even sell puts for even cheaper. Can be an interesting play because overall that's going to lower our cost basis, and if you can afford the $2,500 to $2,800, this could be an interesting play because the IV is just so high. It's over 100% now. Could be a little bit higher, but keep in mind this is dropping off the face of the earth right now. So just tread a little bit carefully. I went ahead and bumped up the risk to 5 because of what's going on right now. And anyways, guys, other than that, I'm going to be watching the ARK Invest Fund, like I said, to get us some longer term positions in those, as well as Triple Q. I would be interested in some sort of 1 to 2 year out call on that, which is technically a leap. So I mean, it's just an extra way to make money, because we'll sell them off eventually. But I'll dollar cost average. I got into an ARK G yesterday, but I only got 1 contract, and I might pick up another contract today. I just want to average in the price just in case it dips further. If you were on the live stream, you will have known what we were doing because we were talking about that. Keep in mind, guys, my risk is on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is the less risky in my opinion. 5 is the most risky in my opinion. And the more risky it is, the less money you should be putting into these positions, in my opinion. So, guys, please go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps me out. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are almost at 1,000 followers. It would mean so much if you guys go ahead and follow. Even if you unfollow after I get to 1,000, doesn't matter. I just want to hit the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's really going to be awesome when we do that. And if you're wondering what broker we trade on, we usually recommend Webull because they are giving away couple of free stocks right now, and also they're doing a new promotion today, giving away a chance to win a Google and still doing the Facebook. So go ahead and spin the little Weeble wheel if you can. And I spun it maybe 10 times today, and I got a bunch of free stocks and free level 2 options. Or sorry, free level 2 order book. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget about the Discord, and I will see you guys on the other side. Peace.